What is going on, everyone? My name is Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology Retold action, spawning in the blue color, playing as Pegasus. His name is Zeus. No, he's playing as Hades, and his name is Pegasus. All right, I was making a joke here because Pegasus is the Zeus main. His opponent today in the red color, playing as Set. His name is the Rapl. His name is the Rapl. And we got the map. We're on the map Marsh. Let's talk a little bit about these gods we're going to be seeing here in this very, very auspicious of Age of Mythology games. We've got Set here. Set is the animal-loving god. Loves to make animals, loves to spawn animals, loves to receive animals. All things animals is Set. If you're a fan of going to the zoo, you're a fan of Set, my friend. He's also got some cheaper units if they're built close to these monument to the villagers or monument to the soldiers or any monument, as well as some speedy classical age units, which are very, very strong as well. His opponent today is playing Hades, and Hades is the god of the underworld. He is the god of never die. Never say die is the actual phrase, isn't it? I don't know. But he is Pegasus. He's also got a very, very nice, strong bonus in myth units. They've got 20% extra HP. Now, when you think about what 20% extra HP is, you're like, oh, it's just a myth unit. You don't see very many of them. It's not that big of a deal. But then you realize myth units have got like 400 HP, 800 HP, 1000 HP. And that ends up making those myth units very, very tanky. If you think about technologies that are in the game, like Granite Blood, for example, I believe that's only like a 10 or 20% boost to their own myth units, and it's really expensive. So Hades has got some stonking upgrades. Not only that, he also gets free ballistics and free burning pitch when he hits heroic age and mythic age, which is a really, really big deal. Soup is asking if he can ask questions. You can ask questions if you like, Soup. We'll see if we can, if we have the answers. I don't know. We might have the answers. We might not. Granite Blood is 40%. Holy. All right. We are seeing the classical edge coming through. It is Athena. A very, very quick advance time here for Mr. Pegasus. So we'll see what he's going to be able to come up with this quick advance time. When I've been playing Hades, I've been finding these fast advance times don't really net me all that much, as opposed to when I'm playing as like Zeus or Poseidon, who've got access to those centaurs. But with what you can do with Hades, you can advance a little bit later, get yourself really, really early Vaults of Erebus, and have a fantastic game of it. All right, we'll see how things are going to go as the Pharaoh moves over. Going to start mining. The gold mine houses coming up as well. All the good stuff. There are some good relics on this map as well. You got the Staff of Dionysus here, increasing villager recharge, or regeneration, I should say, by 0.5. Blanket of Emperor So. This is a big upgrade. This is well worth grabbing. It really, really helps your building stay alive. Pygmalion's statue there, increasing your villager HP. Scales of Quintuple Pass here, giving yourself your myth units a little bit more pierce armor, as well as Ulr's bow, giving a little bit of maximum range to your human soldiers who have range, or archers, I should say. So, man, Hades also gets a +1 range bonus on his Toxotes, so they can go up to like 17 range. That's crazy big. All right. Question, why would you use Hades power at the start of the game and not keep it for an expo? I don't know. I agree. I reckon Hades Sentinels is better used on a fortress or a fort town center if it can be helped. But Pegasus is using it in his main base, maybe so that he doesn't get it blocked in, and it just ensures he protects his base. So we are seeing the Minotaur searching around for things to do. Relic has been grabbed here for Pegasus. It is the Girdle of Hippolyta, which is going to make his ranged soldiers 10% stronger. That's a big one there. Meanwhile, in the main base of Rapl, he is sending a lot of villagers forward here. That is 9 villagers onto this town center to get this one up very, very fast. If you guys do some quick math, 9 villagers walking for about 20 seconds, maybe even 30 seconds here. That's on the back of this base here on that gold mine. With 9, that's a quick math. I can't do it. 270 resources down the drain to get this town center up. The town center does build faster, but it's not like, it's not far. You lose more resources the more villages you put on a town center to build it. Let's just put it like that. So this is costing Rapl a lot, but he gets it up 100% guaranteed here very, very quickly. Plus, you get villagers out a little bit faster, so that will slowly give you an advantage as the game goes along. But it is very interesting to see how things are going to go as the Achilles comes in. Going to be doing a little bit of animation canceling. Look at that. As soon as you see the HP bar go down, you can move the Achilles, and then you can attack move, and that's going to cut that animation wind down and ensure you get a kill. Pegasus Rush is one of the most mechanical players in the Age of Mythology scene, and the fact that he's onto this already is scary if you are a buddying competitive Age of Mythology player. Pegasus is going to get to a very, very high level very, very quickly. I mean, he's already in the top 10. What am I talking about? But I mean, like, his potential, his potential is through the roof, I reckon, as... Yeah, seeing some barracks coming down. Pegasus is looking for a villager kill. He does find a villager on the berries, attempting to take that one out, but he does have that one getting pulled back. Not going to be losing that one just yet. Losing a touch bit of HP. But Pegasus, he can keep on pestering this. There's no need to run away at this point. There's no units here. Just keep on pestering. And we see double barracks down for the Rapl. And Pegasus can do whatever he wants now. He can grab a town center. He can grab this town center. Rapl's kind of just giving away his hand here with the double barracks coming up. He doesn't have to build anything, though. That's the big thing. He doesn't have to. He's got safe food over here as the army of Pegasus is searching something. That's so many animals of set, ladies and gentlemen. So many. That's crazy. I don't think that this Achilles Hippias army is going to be able to do a whole lot as he does push over here into this position. There we've got the villagers over onto this location. We've got a barracks coming up, an armory coming down. Pegasus, one town center, semi-fast heroic here, just trying to get a little bit of damage. Not going after that villager there as he's going to be retreating out. Doesn't lose anything, just taking a little bit of damage from that town center, but he is going to be completely fine here. But this is going to be an interesting strategy here from Pegasus. He is going through a timing in the heroic age to try and punish this forward town center that Rapl has grabbed. Rapl, on the other hand, is he building anything out of his barracks? He isn't building anything out of his barracks. He's going to be dropping his own armory, and I'll tell you what beats a one town center fast heroic. A two town center fast heroic is generally the agreed upon kind of situation. I'm pretty sure this was the same in Age of Empires 4 and Age as well. Like from when I only played for a month, so I don't know. But if any Age of Empires 4 players are out there, and you're like, I can't beat the one town center fast castle. Just do a two town center fast castle, my dude. You'll get over it. You'll destroy him. But we'll see if we'll see what Pegasus can make happen. Oh no, he headbutts the villager to safety. He headbutts it to safety and Rapl gets it alive. Oh no, you gotta turn that autocast off at this level on that Minotaur. Oh dear, a little bit of damage onto these water buffalo of set here as the villager does. Oh, the villager ends up getting picked off anyways. Rapl very kindly giving that one back as Pegasus is now pushing around. He does see a whole bunch of villagers over here. They're making a break for it. Now you can use the headbutt as the serpent's getting thrown down. Those villagers get sent flying. One ends up dying. This one here should go down as well, but it looks like Pegasus is going to let that one live as the rest of those animals of set are coming through. Pegasus can just leave this position. If anyone is saying serpents is overpowered, I hear you, but it only exists in one location on the map. You can just leave. All you got to do is force serpents out somewhere, and it's completely fine. As we're starting to see Hippias, we're starting to see Hippaspis, Hoplats coming through. Very, very strong here for Mr. Pegasus. As he's coming back over, just trying to get a little bit more damage on these serpents. I don't think he needs to come through this way. Yes, there's a gold mine here. Yes, he wants to attack this, but I don't think this is like all that important as the serpents do end up getting slapped down here. Really, really nice cleanup in all honesty. As we are seeing the heroic age coming through now for Rapl, and I love this. Rapl is getting clairvoyance. Clairvoyance, it's cheap. It's only 200 gold, 15 favor, but it gives you map hacks. It literally gives you map hacks. You can click vision on cooldown for the rest of the game, and you can just see what your opponent's doing. You can use that in tandem with ancestors or with meteor, and it's really, really strong. Look at this army here. It looks like, if you look at the graph here, 541 resources for the Rapl. that's actually not how it is, as the Pharaoh going to dive into the town center for a hot second. Those animals are worth something here. And Ancestors getting dropped down. Curse going to get dropped down, hitting so many of those units there. Holy, that's absolutely insane. All of the animals getting taken out as the Achilles is going to be able to clean everything else up. The Pharaoh over here trying to pick things off. Restoration getting dropped down. And this position is really, really under attack. I don't think the Rapl can hold it here, but Rappl's already got a significant villager lead. If he just leaves this position, he's going to be in a good spot, as we do see the Migdol Stronghold coming up, diving into said Migdol Stronghold, but that one's going to get taken down immediately here as Pegasus has got no way he's going to be leaving this position at the moment. He sees the Migdol. There's no military here. Yes, the Migdol's scary, but if you're underneath it, that's totally fine. Not only that, he's also got these Pacifists, which can deal with the infantry units, which Rapl is making as well. As those villagers get sent flying here, and the Migdol Stronghold, it's still alive, but the Minotaur is back onto it, trying to snipe down the Scorpion Man. Great body blocking there, or he's trying to body block. He almost gets the Scorpion Man. He does manage to finish that one off. Rapl is in a complete scramble at this moment as he's about to lose the Migdol Stronghold. He loses his gold mine over there. He's still got some gold in his main base. He's moving over onto this back gold mine, but you better believe it, Pegasus knows there's a gold mine there, and he is sending his Nemean Lion straight onto that location as the hoplites, or the Hippias I should say, moving back over here, going to take down the soldier, or the monument to the soldiers, take down the town center as well. Rapl does manage to take out that Nemean Lion here, but look at Pegasus go. He cleans the town center up. He is only 8 villages behind. He's in the heroic age. He's got a great army. He's getting a lot of favor in from just one villager on the temple as well. So he's going to be able to pump out those Nemean Lions. But I tell you what, the better players go Mythic Age right now. He's going for a town center. Go Mythic Age right now. Earthquake and finish this game. When you're playing one town center and it's working, just keep teching. I can't stress that enough. Imagine Mythic Age at 15 minutes right now, or a town center here with some economy. What would you prefer? I can't harp on that enough. But I'm going to say what this town center does do for Pegasus is it gives him security. He has done a bunch of damage, and he just wants to kind of get that economy going so he can continue along in this game. When it comes down to it, the late game of Hades does beat the late game of Set. That is kind of how this matchup goes. If the Hades players can survive, he can win. But Set normally has all the pushing power. But this game is going in a very, very different direction. Scorpion Man getting pulled back here. Hippias trying to target this one down, but there's a lot of spearmen here, I think, as well as the camel riders. Not too many myth units, or actually no myth units in here for Pegasus either, as the Hippias are going to be getting taken down. Chariot archers do end up falling a little bit here, but now Pegasus is going to be on the back foot, and he has to pull back. We do see a fortress coming up. Rapl gets a little bit of breathing room. He is in front by 4 villages, but that can basically be equal when it's Greek versus Egyptian villages. I would say about every 10 villages is worth 1 villager of, or Greek is, every 10 villages, Greek is 1 villager in front, basically, is the kind of way to think about it. Yes, there's the Pharaoh, which kind of accounts for that a little bit, but oftentimes that Pharaoh is only empowering a handful of villagers. If we take a look at what's happening here, I actually don't see the Pharaoh's idle, so he's moving forward to empower maybe some food or jump into the fight or do something else. He's often not actually doing anything of use when you're playing a Set, that is. But Rapl's got the army, the military advantage right now. Guess what would be really, really useful onto this fortress? A certain god power, a certain sentinels. I can't use it. Wait, can I? I can. A certain sentinels right here. And you can rotate it. Oh, that's kind of cool. You can rotate the sentinels. I can't use it for him, but he's almost got 50 favor to throw this down on this fortress if he needs to. And it is really, really big, as we do see Rapl. He's just getting his town center back. He's taking it easy, taking it slow, no worries. If things are going bad, things are going bad. But he puts the town center up, and he's going to be in a good position here moving forward, I think. We see some more military buildings coming down. We've got the boar on this position as well. And we'll see what Pegasus can make happen here. He's got his army all set up. He wants that third town center. I mean, man, Pegasus' style here is aggression. I just wish he would have leaned into it a little bit more. But he's slowed the game down. He's playing it safely. And what this basically means is he's giving Rapl a chance to just get back into this game. So Rapl is making this work as well. He's going after the villagers. Does he have himself... he doesn't have himself ballistics just yet, so those chariot archers, you can actually dodge them. All you got to do with your villagers is run kind of perpendicular to where the arrows are coming from, and you're going to be able to dodge them with any units until the ballistics comes in. And Pegasus does that really nicely, so he doesn't lose that second villager. So we do see a Petropolis coming through. Got to be a little bit careful with this one. Don't want to be using it all too soon, because your opponent might just use that as a cue to attack you. But here's the other thing. Look at the army, which Rapl's building. Actually, no, he's got some spearmen. So he's actually playing this one smart. You need to make spearmen. You need to make chariot archers. You might want to make elephants as well as your kind of army comp against Greeks, because they're going to make those prodromus, those peltast, and everything else here. So you need to make it really, really tough for them to just build one sort of unit to beat you. As the Petropolis is out, the siege towers are coming down. There's still favor in the bank here for Pegasus to use his sentinels on the forward location if he needs to. He's also almost got the favor for another restoration, which might be very, very useful here as well. As the chariot archers sniping units here, and it looks like Pegasus, he's in a bit of a pickle here. He's 2,000 resources behind, defending it, trying to take out those siege towers. They do fall very, very quickly here, but the Hippias are dying as well to those spearmen. As another siege tower coming in, Pegasus does pull a couple of villages over here. The chariot archer is going to be targeting this one down. Good micro there from the Rapl to pull that one away. But meanwhile, sitting underneath Town Center Fire, sitting underneath Fortress Fire, is Pegasus able to hold here or not? He's about to lose the Town Center, and Rapl has found a great way forward in this game. As the siege tower, he's still alive with 9 HP. He can get a priest to heal that one up. It's really, really good to do that, in all honesty, as this storehouse getting sieged out as well by the siege tower. It's not the end of the world here for Pegasus to be down 2 versus 2 town centers. There's so much population, it doesn't really matter until much, much later into the game about being like 3 town centers versus 3 town centers. But the big but here is Pegasus is trying to go, what looks to me, he's trying to go to the Mythic Age, but he's still building Petropoli to try and take out a town center, which I don't think he can defend the Petropoli. So we'll see if he's going to be able to make it happen. I love this little raid coming in, seeing the villagers over here. What does Pegasus see? Does he notice the red dots coming? Chariot archers going after these villagers nicely. There's still, is there ballistics still? I don't think there's ballistics still. It looks like there's not, as the villagers will be able to escape without taking... Look at this villager. He's Neo. He's Neo. He's dodging everything. He does. Never mind. You can only dodge so much. Eventually you get hit. But a good raid there nonetheless. And we do see that ballistics, as Rapl recognizes he needs it, is coming through right away. So Petropolis now starting to siege down the town center from afar. Chariot archers need to get back into this position here to do anything. Do we see any peltas coming through? Pegasus still hasn't... Peltas are one of... Let's a little bit of a history lesson. Peltas are one of those units which were garbage in Legacy, in the Titans, but in Retold, they aren't. They're really good. They don't miss anymore. They pick off units really quickly. Super high pierce armor. Really good at taking out chariots. While the fighting is going on here, able to push forward, but also getting damage done. We do see a handful of Hippias over here to defend, but nice reaction there from Pegasus. Town Center almost going down. It does end up going down, even through Pharaoh Empowerment plus villagers repairing, as the Petropolis will retreat back. You can use that Petropolis from range to take out siege towers. It's really good. It's doing 44 crush against an only 50% crush siege tower here, as the siege tower going to be taking this this fortress out as well. Meanwhile, Pegasus has to retreat back, take out those chariots there. He's got all these villagers over on this gold mine. He's about to get gold starved if he's not careful, he needs to get this walled up. He needs to get this defended over here, and maybe also thinking about this gold mine on that position there as well a little bit later. But he does have the forward position under lock, and we are now seeing a little bit of upgrades. Finally, Volts of Erebus coming through here for Pegasus. He's got to realize this technology is super, super strong. Meanwhile, Villagers back over onto this gold mine. I want to see that wall up, and now the wall is coming down. Chariot Archers here for Rapl. He's going to keep pestering that location until you sort it out, and it looks like he is done there. But Artemis comes through. Town Center coming back up. Earthquake getting dropped down. Town Center gets deleted. Migdol also going to be falling in, and guess what starts coming out now for Pegasus? The Chimera, and they are so, so strong. But Pegasus goes for a greedy town center here, right underneath the Migdol of the Rapl. I think that Pegasus needs to move over onto this town center and swap the position around. The Toxotes now have got themselves burning pitch as well. They're super strong. It can also go into Gash Graffiti straight away for them to be tearing through buildings as Amygdala back up onto this position. Pegasus attempting to take this one down. The Toxotes do decent against the buildings, but it's still not a good unit to be using. Really, Gastrophetes, Heliopolis, anything like that is going to be really, really strong. But Pegasus, he's holding for the time being, and we'll see what he can do here to stay alive. As we're seeing villagers come through here for Pegasus to try and get the town center up. The big challenge for Egyptian in this position is how do you deal with the Heliopolis? Now, in Legacy, you could build Spearmen. They had bonuses. You could build Siege Tower. They had bonuses. That's kind of it. Or you could kind of build Cavalry, I guess, to kill off the Heliopolis. No bonuses there, but they're just kind of good against them. In general. But in Retold, Spearmen no longer have bonuses against Heliopolis. Siege Towers actually lose really, really hard to the Heliopoli as well, and life gets super challenging when you're an Egyptian player against these units because they've just got so much HP. As the Chimera pushing forward, and Pegasus, he is in a commanding position now. He's in the Heroic Age. He's in the Mythic Age, excuse me. He's got the Siege. He's taken the position back. He's picked this all off. He's got his town center up. He's now going to think about getting himself fortified town centers, getting up to full population. He's 150 of 185 pop, going on 185 pop very, very shortly. Yes, Rapl has got a solid army at the moment, but I don't know how strong it's going to be. We do see a cheeky little side build is set up over here already by Rapl. I like the thought process here, but Pegasus has got his eyes on the prize. He knows how important this center is going to be. He's going to be pushing in. We do see the villagers attempting to get up another siege works over here, but the villagers going to come over here and attempt to push in and shank down. Now, villagers, they do have a bonus against siege, but there's so many Toxotes here. Vision getting used on this position, but what can Rapl do with it? He's just checking things out, I guess, as the town center ends up falling. Toxotes are going to be trying to snipe down these villagers. They do have themselves that Pygmalion statue, so they've got a little bit more oomph inside of them, or is that just, that might not be Pygmalion statue, that might just be the armor. Wait, what do they have? Never mind. They've got the hunting. They got the hunting equipment, survival equipment. Okay. As the army pushing forward, the Heliopoli are just tanking in front. Rapl's doing a great job of focus firing, but when you focus fire this many chariots, you're actually overkilling Toxotes quite a bit, so he's losing a little bit of DPS in these fights as well by these Heliopoli sitting in the front. We've got a whole bunch of units queued up here for both players. It's looking like Pegasus is in the driver's seat moving forward in this game, as he's able to slowly but surely push forward here. He's got himself 156 pop, 160 pop here for Rapl as well. Both players very, very close here as the Spearmen roaming in. They're only heavy Spearmen at the moment. Well, I mean, he's only in the Heroic Age, so I say he's only heavy Spearmen. They're pretty good. What's his upgrades looking at? Only copper, no bronze. What is Pegasus at? Only bronze weapons at the moment for Pegasus. He's spending all of his resources, or trying to, but he could definitely afford to get some upgrades. He's queued them up right now. He's got the copper mail and copper shields queued up. We are seeing those siege towers come through, but they, like I said, Heliopoli absolutely obliterate siege towers. It's not even close. You really don't even want to build the siege towers when Heliopoli are on the map at the moment. As nice micro from Rapl, still trying to dodge, trying to not target fire those Heliopoli, but as the game goes on, it just keeps on happening. Another unit that Pegasus could do, ironically, as his name is Pegasus, is build a Pegasus and just fly that over over the chariot archers to dodge that one. But it does look like, at the moment, Rapl is held. Villagers getting taken out over here. Lots of Toxotes getting built. I think you got to get yourself out some... Wait. Really? Pegasus can use his special on human units as well? I'm learning something in this game. Pegasus is actually really, really strong. Comes in, he smacks that Scorpion Man in 2 shots, but he does end up getting obliterated. What a hero. This guy is insane. You can't be throwing him away that easily, but super strong. Did anyone see that? That's so good. My God. Town Center coming up here for Rapl, attempting to get himself back in this position. I want to see him get to the Mythic Age, but he's got no food income at all. He's got 14 villagers on food. That's not going to be enough. These farms are a little bit messy here. Just needs to get himself up to like 30 villagers on food. He's going to slowly start getting that food to get to the next stage. He might also need to start making a trade route, and that's exactly what he's doing as the gold mines will start expiring. Meanwhile, over on this position, we are seeing Rapl very smartly setting up onto this spot. But what else can Pegasus do over here? He can just clean these villages up, send some gas graffiti over there, and clean those buildings up as well. We might have to give the town center back to Pegasus here, but we'll see how it's all going to go. Hippias coming out. Pegasus still refusing to build those really sought after Peltas. I want to see him build them. They're so good against these chariots. The other unit that's really good against these chariot archers, funnily enough, is Prodromus. Now, they get picked off really quickly, so you can't run in with them like one by one, but if you can make like 20 of them out and then sort of run through, you're going to clean up all of those chariots really, really quickly. But it does look like, oh, villagers, are they all dead? One more remaining. Hippias get to work. How much longer on the hill? On the Migdal Stronghold, he gets it finished there as well. You see a marker getting put up over here that's really, really going to weaken the trade route of Pegasus. He does have a gold mine over here to grab, so he's still okay for gold as his units are pushing forward into the center. But those chariot archers, it's just matched chariots at the moment. Hoplites do have a bonus here. Good micro there from Rapl, pulling back and ensuring those hoplites don't get a huge amount of damage. But yeah, chariots is other counter to infantry units. They're supposed to. Yes, hoplites have got a bonus against them, but it's not supposed to win. As we see, what is this? We see the Toxotes getting garrisoned into the Heliopolis here. As Heliopolis is going to attempt to get a little bit of damage done. They do have a decent amount of pierce damage here, so they will slowly take out a chariot archer, but it's not working out all too well, as we do see one Heliopolis coming through to clean up these buildings. Any chance here that we're going to see some units coming out? Looks like the answer is no. Pegasus is almost at full population, and ladies and gentlemen, it kind of looks like we're getting to a late game. We do have that those upgrades all queued up for Rapl, but I mean he's going to be a very long way away from a Mythic Age here in this game. Champion Hoplites is in. Pharaoh gets sent packing there with some good micro there from both players. Always important to target that Pharaoh down. You don't want him to be empowering and repairing at the same time, because it's really, really challenging to take a town center out. Rapl is focus firing here really nicely, as those Toxotes just aren't cutting it. We do see champion range soldiers and Sarissa coming through to help out those hoplites in the forward attack. But I mean, I'm going to say it again. Peltas, Prodromus, Hippias, anything else, basically anything other than what Pegasus is building would be really giving him an advantage here. Chimera as well would absolutely wreck this. Gas graffitis, another great usage there. We see a dot coming down as the myth units are going to be fighting over here. We've got a cheeky little raid popping in onto this side here. The Levite, really, really smart play. Dog plus raid here. Chariot archers coming through. Village is going to be retreating away. If we take a look over here, the gold mine is expired on that spot, so that's not going to work out for Rapl as the raid. I mean, gets some damage done, but these donkey caravans only getting 31 gold. Okay, I thought that was getting 9 gold a trip. That would have been awful, as all the buildings are almost cleaned up. But we do see some cheeky barracks coming through here, as the gold mine now is Pegasus's. He's got some walls over there, as the chariot archers getting some villager kills. This is really, really good for the Rapl to make this sort of thing happen. What is the plan here, though, for Pegasus? He's making himself some transport ships at the moment. Where is he going to go with these, though? What's the plan? Units coming through over onto that position. We've got some side builds coming through now for Pegasus. He's going to start breaking through this bottom location. The trade route, not really the best here for either player with going to this town center. Where do you want to go? I think you want to go from this position up to this town center, in all honesty. I think that might be your best bet. No. Mark it from here over to here. Actually, no, yes. For Rapl, it's this position up to this town center. And for Pegasus, it's this position over to this town center. I think that's about right. You got to work that out in these positions. You got to know where your best market is, because the trade route is really not that good. You can go up to 50 trade caravans, but at 30 gold a trip, that's not really that strong as the... wait, what is the plan here? So many... Did he build 5 transport ships? What is the plan here from Pegasus? This game is about to get very, very difficult here for both players. Late game is not an easy thing in Age of Mythology. You've got to be super aware of everything going on. And in RETOLD with 235 pop to play with, that's a big deal. Is it... Pegasus has got... Is he missing houses or something? He must be missing 2 houses. He's got 14 houses in his main base. There we go. There's some more houses coming. No, those are watchtowers. Did I just not select them all? Wait, if I hit a villager, I'll know. Yeah, he's missing houses. You can see it's red over here. Pegasus needs to be... He should be at 235 population, so he's playing at basically a 20 population deficit at the moment here. As the Mythic Age has come through, Valley of the Kings is queued up. All the upgrades are queued up here for Pegasus, for Rapl. But Pegasus, I mean, he's all over here. He's making towers up. He's getting into the back position here. He's just trying to spread the set player Rapl thin here, as we do see the Heliopolis coming through. Going to take these barracks out and take out all the villagers that did sneak over onto that position. As the Chariot Archer is going to be sneaking back in onto this location here as well. Do we see any catapults out here? Not just yet. Petropoli are going to be trying to take out the Migdol Stronghold and everything else. If Rapl can get a decent enough trade route sorted, as we do see a fortress coming out, Pegasus is really into the trade route now. This is going to hurt Rapl something fierce, because Rapl here... He needs this trade route to be functioning, and Pegasus can just wall this in now once that fortress is up. He's only got Chariot Archers, and that's just not going to cut it. Meanwhile, a couple of units popping out over here. We do have a Toxotes or 2. Heliopolis is slowly taking these units out, or these buildings out over here. He will be losing the Heliopolis if he's not careful, but it looks like his Toxotes should be able to clean that all up. Lots of villagers on favor for the time being. Now we're finally seeing Peltast coming through. Got the Gastrofetti, or is this Gastrofetorus? That's hard. Gastrofetorus. Gastrofetorus. That's what we're going to go with. Gastrofetorus. We found a pronunciation. We're sticking with it. That's going to be better. But we'll see if Pegasus can keep making this one through. He's built these walls up. But guess what? Market in the back over here was actually the best trade route here for Rapl anyways. He's just got to work that one out. But right now, he's at nearly 0 favor with very, very few amounts of... very few amounts of trade caravans anyways, and it's going to be a challenge here for him to continue as we do. Cheeky little Phoenix here will get sniped down. We've also got a little bit of wasted population over here. Those transport ships, I believe they're 2 population. No, they're 1 population, and the myth units are 4 and 5 population. So it's really, really expensive. We do see those Beltas coming through, but now we see the War Elephants, so you can make hoplites against them. They work pretty nicely. Or Prodromus are really, really good here as well to deal with those elephants that they're going to be pushing through. Plus, you got those Pegasus towers here. He does have... does he have crenellations? There is no crenellations, which does give a very small bonus against cavalry. It's definitely worth grabbing. Wait, does that mean he has it or he doesn't have it? Yeah, he doesn't have it just yet. So he needs to grab that one to give him that small bonus against those elephants as well. As Pegasus is pushing through. Now he's got his houses back up and everything on this position. We do see some cheeky Petropolis attacks from the back going after this town center there. Nice play from Pegasus. He is all over Rapl, but Rapl now, he's got himself the Valley of the Kings War Elephant spam. Now, we've seen this one before. This is very, very scary to deal with. It gives the Egyptian player a ton of resources to play with, but you can deal with this with the Prodromus. They are already champion. How many stables does Pegasus have at the moment? He has got 11 stables to be spamming these Prodromus out. Rapl is pushing forward with some villagers trying to get in onto this position here. We'll see if he can break through. He's making a great game of it out of this one as the catapult over here does manage to stay alive and will be able to make that fortress crumble. Look at the favor, though, of Pegasus ticking up. What is he saving up for? He's making Nemean Lions, but I mean, making another earthquake at this point, is that going to be enough? Pegasus is sitting at full population. Where is the rest of his army? He's got to delete that. That's a lot of population that's just wasted here. More Toxotes are coming through. We are finally seeing a couple of Prodromus coming in. Armory situation is nearly fully ironed up for Pegasus, but not quite working the same way here for Rapl, but Rapl is the one on the forward push. Meanwhile, over on this position, we are seeing the back town center about to be getting pushed in. The walls are all getting set up. These elephants, they'll tear down this town center really quickly, though. Pegasus has got to be careful to not allow this to just happen here. Where is the rest of the military? It's 4.5k military for Pegasus somewhere on the map. On this position is where it's at. Those Heliopoli are cleaning up this bottom, stopping that trade route yet again. Nice play here for Pegasus, but he's got to be worried about his main base here, or his forward base, as those catapult are pushing through here in an attempt to take out this town center. And we're having a bit of a push through it. You can get through here. Come on, FPS. Meteor, and the meteor coming down. Where is he? Click the meteor right onto the, wait, where is it? Over here. Oh, meteor onto the back to clean up this side build here. I like it. Is he going to get everything cleaned up? He does. He gets everything. There's still a tower up. There's still a couple of units remaining. So he's going to immediately put those buildings down. Immediately put some walls through. Heliopolis going to roll through in an attempt to take out the town center. Meanwhile, in this position, Heliopolis rolling through here as well. But Rapl has cleaned up the town center, and now Pegasus drops down to 210 population. It's not a huge amount of population that he's down, but it will start mattering as this champion army of Pegasus, of Rapl, excuse me, is doing an insanely good job here at really making this push work against the strength of the Hades. But while this is happening, we see the villagers shanking down here in an attempt to deal with this one. A whole bunch of Prodromus, they are queued up. Population disappears here for Pegasus as he's going to slowly start getting these Prodromus out. But it's really important to ensure you just get the Prodromus first and then go in. One by one is never really going to work as the Heliopolis on this position and on this position still pushing through, as there's a very, very different approach to this game here, where one player is going right through the jugular and the other is trying to pincer in and squash the Egyptian here of Rapl. But Rapl is still struggling for resources, but he's at full population. He's got everything queued up. He's playing it really nice. We do see a Chimera coming through here to help out. Villagers are on this gold, so it doesn't even matter for the moment that he doesn't have any trade. As the elephants, they are getting taken down. We do see some towers getting shot up in the main base. But can Pegasus make this one work as he's still pushing over onto this side? We've got a Scorpion Man coming over here to help out. Another fortress is coming through here as on this position. We've got the walls coming through. Petropoli can come through as well. Barris getting taken down. The main base of Rapl needs something here. Should he just retreat back with all of these elephant and try and deal with it? I don't know, but at this moment here, the elephant are going to be able to really clean these buildings up really, really quickly. I'm not sure Pegasus is making the best decision with all of this splitting of his army up at the moment, but we'll see if he can make it work here. He's got himself 350 favor. He's ready for an earthquake. Do you put it down here? Do you put it down here? Do you put it down here? These are all the questions that you need to answer. There's already architects in, so he's probably going to survive the earthquake at this point nonetheless. And Pegasus, I mean, he's really, really struggling for gold now as he's let this gold mine go the wayside of the Rapl. And that's kind of all the Rapl needs here in this game, as the elephant's going to break through and start sieging down this town center. Donkey caravans are falling as well. I don't know if Pegasus is deleting them or if they're just dying here, but this just means no gold income for Pegasus, and no gold means no units, means no game anymore, as Elephant's now coming back, cleaning up this forward base here. And we see over here a Phoenix is trying to pick off these villages as well. Ajax here will take that one out, but Rapl's in a great position here to continue pushing through. Prodromas are still getting built here for Pegasus. How many stables has he got remaining? He's still got 11 stables. He's still got 11 stables, so he can get these units out to push through if he wants to, but it's just not happening as the catapult's starting to siege through. But the villagers, where are they going? As they're about to all get taken out, and Pegasus, no gold left, and he has to tap out. Rapl, what a clutch victory here. I mean, Pegasus, this game was insane. I don't even know what to say. What a crazy game. I don't even know how Rapl pulled this one out. I don't even know. What an insane game. I've got no words. Pegasus Pegasus opened this game beautifully. I love that heroic age timing push. He completely punished Rapl for his greedy 2 town center fast heroic with that timing. Rapl was on the back foot. I think Pegasus had the win there by going through the mythic age straight away, but he opted to get town centers, and that gave Rapl the opportunity to get back into the game, and Rapl found that opportunity with some decent raids, and then this game got into this tug-of-war type thing. Pegasus controlling the corners here generally means you're going to win the game, but he just could not beat this army of the Rapl. Now, I said it once, I said it a million times, the answer was Prodromus. At a point here, Rapl was mass chariots. Just build counter archers. The Peltas, they are good. Just to give you a little look-see at what is there a single archer range? Yep. Just a little look-see at what the Peltas are. They've got themselves, where's the range? I don't get to see range. They've got them, I'm pretty sure they got themselves like 17 or 18 range. They might even, they even get maximum range when you get upgrades. They might even go up to 20 range. So they're really, really good from afar. They've got tons of pierce, and they can really clean up those chariot archers. But Pegasus, I think is kind of stuck in that legacy mindset. You got to kind of open your brain to some new possibilities. Peltas, Prodromus here are the key against this army that Rapl was making, and he just could not quite work it out. But I mean, also the side builds, they almost worked. He just had to finish off these town centers, but he just could not get in there. The other thing that was going on that I think is an interesting thing is he had a lot of villagers on favor, which does mean resource-wise, you're missing out on quite a bit. So you might want to think about what you're doing with those villagers on favor. If you got 10 villagers on favor every minute, you're losing out on 600 resources. That's a big amount. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this game, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTubes, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next game.